Okay, what we have here is a monster water buck. This beast is almost 30 inches tall, and for your African hunters out there and taxidermists that are familiar with water bucks, this is truly a tremendous specimen. Now to stain this up, use tube oil paints mixed with lacquer thinner, but the water bucks presents a unique project. It's a lot lighter color than the antelope and the pronghorn that we just did. So we're going to put some different washes on here and make this make this water buck come alive. Again, we're gonna go ahead and put some wash coats on this. The first coat I'm going to use, I'm going to mix a little bit of unbleached titanium with black. So we want to put kind of a grayish color on here first, and then we'll come back with some raw umber. But again, the water buck, he's a light horned animal as far as color goes, but we want a couple, 2 or 3 different colors to blend to really show the unique ridges and cracks and crevices that this animal has. So I'm going to dip our brush in lacquer thinner, a little unbleached titanium, just a hint of black, and we're going to apply this straight to our water buck. You really want the first coat. You really want to be a kind of a wet coat. You want to use a lot of lacquer, a lot of thinner, so it gets into all the tint gets into all the cracks and crevices, and of course dries and leaves your pigment. Make sure we get all out to the tips. And having this 2-inch wide brush really does allow you to put a lot of material on. All right, now we've got our water buck with our first coat, which we've used of unbleached titanium with a little bit of black. So you can see we kind of have a grayish base color here. But what we want to do to make this really stand out is we need to come back with raw umber, a wash coat of raw umber over the entire surface. So again, we're going to dip our brush into the lacquer thinner, and get our raw umber.
A little brown hue.
Yep, just a little bit of a brown hue. We'll come back and
Oh yeah.
you can see how that goes on. It just ties everything together with a color. But the key to this is a thin wash coat. You don't want to put it too heavy or you're going to cover up the gray. You want this to blend together. Again, you want to work pretty quickly because this lacquer starts to evaporate almost instantly. I'm not concerned about drips at all.
A little bit too much pigment, then use a little bit more thinner.
Exactly. If you find yourself getting caught with a little more pigment on the brush, you want to just dip it in lacquer thinner and then wipe it on out. Now I'm going to come back with a dry brush. I'm going to wipe off any excess material I may have. And what that's also going to do, it's going to let me highlight the ridges that are naturally highlighted on the water buck.
Oh, those look tremendous.
Yeah, it's a really, really good color. It's a simple method to use, just using our raw umber and the unbleached titanium and just a little bit of black. We're going to put our sealer on here. And once again, the sealer holds the paint to the reproduction so that if it gets bumped, it will not chip or scratch or flake. It's amazing with just 3 colors that you can do with the unbleached titanium, the black, and the raw umber with some nice color. And that's it. That's the 30-inch water buck. We'll let her dry up.